Okay, we're gonna kick off in a minute or two. It's just waiting for someone to join, and then okay, done, guys. Just waiting for my friend to arrive. Just want to check that we are live, live. Oh, TikTok need to go.
And they
Flip. Okay. I say, are we live at the moment? Okay, let's check it. Okay, Coach Phil, just waiting for you. Hello, Dion. Nice to see you, fellas. We're going to kick off now. Just waiting for a few people to join. And then just waiting for my guest for tonight. We're going to speak about leadership and AI. AI is changing the world, so we're going to talk about AI and leadership. How does that impact the world at the moment? So I think that's something definitely everyone is talking about. AI is definitely having an impact on everyone. So how's AI impacting you in your workspace as a leader and as a business owner? While you're doing that, let me quickly link. I just need to invite my come there. Invite Simpewe King. I need to say King. Okay. I'm just sending an invite to our guest speaker tonight. We're going to speak about AI and leadership. So this is Cobus Visser, the Viking tonight. Not my normal hairstyle. My hair is sort of, like you see it now. But yeah, let me know. Jacobus Stein. Hey, nog 'n Jacobus. Jacobus, ek is ook 'n Jacobus. Jacobus Gysbertus Johannes Visser. Hey, I've been blessed with a lot of names, eh? A lot of names. So let's check here. Okay, no, that's not gonna start. So Jacobus is listening at least. Ah, Jacobus, let me know where you're from, Jacobus. Nice to have you here. My guest is almost here. I see there's a few online. Welcome to those on Facebook and Viking. So let me kick off tonight. Christelle Nell, nice to see you. And Diamond, everyone is joining. So let me kick off for tonight's my opening. We're going to speak about leadership and AI. So first and foremost, guys, this is Cobus Visser, the Viking, and I stand before the fire where lies are burned and truth is forged. Here we do not bow to comfort, we rise in courage. We do not whisper, but we roar. Each word is a strike on the hammer, each opinion a spark on the anvil. This is not for the faint of heart. This is for those who dare. Whatever it takes, the fire begins now. And we have our guest tonight, Coach Phil, all the way from the States, my partner in crime. I will turn the camera now in a few moments, everyone. So you should just listen in. Coach Phil, let us know. Your camera is off, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the camera on shortly, Cobus. How you doing?
Are you still? Hopefully, you're not naked, eh?
No, not today. Not today, but I can't see you either.
Then I think your camera or something is off. Then
Let's see.
there's your camera is on.
Yeah, but I can't see you for some reason. I have green screens this side of town. I wonder why.
Okay. Well, we can see you, and you are live, and you are on all of our challenge. Alisha Naidu, nice to have you. Dion van der Walt, Angela Besiswe. Yeah, so on TikTok tonight, we're on. Hey, people are joining, even on YouTube. Hey, we have a few people on YouTube tonight. Let us know in the comments where you are and where you're listening from. We're talking about I wonder, Coach Phil, is you can't see me, right?
No, I can't for some reason.
Are you in your browser?
Yeah.
Send me a screenshot on your phone so that I can see what you see.
All
Because
right.
everyone sees you. I see you. I see you are when I
I
look at
don't
Instagram.
see you. I'll show you what I'm seeing.
So Vanner Rood says hi. Hi Vanner. Can you tell us, Vanner? Do you want to join us, Vanner? Tell me,
What's
Vanner.
up, Rana?
Come on, Vanner. Can I send you? I'm gonna send you a link, Vanner. Oh, maybe refresh your screen, Coach.
All right, let's try that.
Let's try that. Then I'm gonna send.
You.
Let me see. Let me see, Vanner Rood. Vanner. Let's see. Vanner is up for the challenge. Do you think Vanner can be up for the challenge to stream? Okay, Coach, can you see now?
Nope.
Okay, then it must be a setting by you, but it's okay as long as we can see you. That's important. I think let's see what we can do and have a
Let me
discussion.
see. So my camera is good. Share screen, no. Let's see on settings. What does settings say? Video input, mirror. Let me see. What does that do? What do you see? Nothing. Maybe there's somebody out there who can help us out. Okay. What's your background?
Oopsie. A
No.
new message, more like Gustav Legrand. Okay, but I think let's get it going because people are joining, and let's see quickly. If people, I just
Okay.
want to.
Let me see when if I remove this. Your screen is green, Cobus.
Yeah, but now yours is green as well. Did you change the camera setting or what?
1 second.
Ah, there you're back.
I can't see you.
Okay. As
See,
long
but
as
let's rock and roll. Maybe I'll get the recording at a certain stage, but
yes, but I think important is everyone can see you. I can see you. You're live on Instagram as well, and so let's have a discussion. I think one thing about the world is changing and has an impact. And you talked about AI affecting leadership today's times, right? So, what would you say? Just an introduction again for everyone, where you're from and what you do for a living, and what your topic is you're going to talk about tonight.
is that me?
Yes, you can talk. Do you hear me?
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so my name is Coach Phil. I am a student of Cobus Visser, the Viking himself. We have been friends for a long time. My job is to engineer dominance for organizations, and I do that through what we call the high performance system, which is a rapid influence system that me and you, Cobus, on every other day. And been what is it, firewalker, you name it, been there, done that with you. So yeah, that's who I am right now, based out of the US of A. I go via, I'm always either in New York, Connecticut, depending on what is going down. And today I'm in Connecticut, coming to you directly.
So, Coach Phil,
Yes.
welcome. You don't know, but we have a guest that have joined. So,
Yes,
Banner,
it's not clear. I can actually see his screen is very dark. There you are.
yeah. So, Banner, we need to realize which one are you gonna
Okay,
talk on,
so
Banner?
I see you, Cobus. I see you.
Just gonna sort it out. Done.
Okay. So, Coach Phil.
Yes.
So to introduce you, Vanner Rood has the same surname as my mom's maiden name. So he's a coach, he's a farmer, and he also makes a difference. And he accepted the invite. So we have another coach and leader in the group, a God-fearing man that lives his life by changing and inspiring men as well. A thought and leader in what he does. So,
Yeah.
So Werner, can you just quickly do an introduction? I know I did some saying, but just your viewpoint. Who's Werner and where's Werner and what does Werner do?
Yeah, Cobus, can you hear me?
Can hear you very well.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Yeah, so like you said, you gave me a good introduction, Cobus. Thank you so much for that. And Coach Paul, pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you
So,
too, sir.
Yeah, I've been in the commercial property industry for most of my life and guest houses. And in 2020, I think it's 2010, I had this vision about going out and helping people because of my Christian belief. And in 2023, God gave me this vision about Kingsmen. So I'm currently building that vision, also coaching in a market of Christian men finding their why and dealing with the frustrations in the Christian space. Being a Christian, being in the corporate, and actually merging these two, because I found the guys that I speak to, there's a lot of conflict in that space. Being corporate and being Christian, now there's a conflict, and that creates massive inner struggle, massive inner challenges. So yeah, I'm going into that market now.
Wonderful. Absolutely
Yes.
wonderful. It's interesting you say that. The amount of pain and struggle among us Christian men right now is unbelievable. And I don't know if people realize. I'm actually quite surprised, pleasantly surprised, but also very, very encouraged that that is what you're doing, because it's amazing. It's amazing how much help is required for these guys right now across the world. And about 2 weeks ago, I had a friend invite me to go and talk about how my Christian life is going, my struggles, struggles of losing a child as a Christian, struggles of going through separation and things like that. It's very interesting what happened, because thereafter there was a lot of guys, who were resonating with it, you know, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting that that is what you're doing. There's something called coincidence, but I don't believe in it. I just believe that things happen for a reason, and I'm so glad that we're connecting. And Juana, I hope that we can talk a little bit more about that. You never know. There's always ways that we can work.
It's like me and Cobus. I don't want to steal the show here, but like when I met Cobus, there was always we actually kept the lines open, and I see him as a real inspirational guy, So yeah, he motivates me. I'm not stalking you, Cobus, but you're motivating me with your whole story, and it inspires me. And I think I've seen Coach Phil twice on Cobus's program, and it's all about God incident. And I think the guys need something more real, because pastors, preachers speak to them, speak to the heart, and it's a community of growing. But there's something missing, Coach Phil and Cobus, that I feel we need to address at this moment.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right, 100%. This could, Cobus, this could turn from AI to Jesus Christ in a minute if we're not careful. So
I think
we might want to schedule that for the second one. If Juana is okay with that, we might just schedule that one specifically for young men, especially.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter, by the way. It's really not just a problem for Christian men just alone, but generally young men and men in general across the world. There's a real struggle. And I feel that if somebody's doing something about it, Cobus, we need to be able to support them. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before you start, Coach Van, I think we could, Banner is open to it. Then we can schedule one around next week, because the month of November is Movember in South Africa, so it's towards men and cancer in men. So we can talk a lot about mental health in men and something around men. So I think that we can schedule for next month. And then secondly, I think the impact of men we just now spoke about, but I think the other thing is AI. And how it's affecting the mental health of men and leadership out there. I think, we all not experts in AI, yet it affects all of us. It affects my business, it affects my people. So Coach Phil, I'm going to give you over to lead, and then when you want feedback, just call out either Vanner or Cobus, and then we play by ear.
Okay, I think the best way would be that we can especially as coaches for business people, I think it would be useful for us to talk about what everybody's talking about, i.e., everybody's talking about AI, but many of the people do not actually know, number one, what exactly they need, what kind of AI they need, how it is working, how it can change things, and most importantly, what I've discovered, especially this side of the world, there is a lot of the old guard, the guys who are about 40, where they're thinking AI is coming to take their jobs and things like that. So I think I would like for us to have a conversation around that, Cobus, but also to talk to the guys about our introduction of AI in our strategy blueprint, where we say, hey, this is what we are doing to help organizations to not just implement, but to use it to their advantage. Why? Whether we want it or not, guys, AI is here. It is here to stay, and the companies that are using it are actually producing so much more. I'll give you a great example, Cobus. I've got a guy who I am watching, and you and me know that we want to put McKinsey and PwC and all those guys out of business. And we want to do it because we have a completely different way that we approach high performance coaching and things like that. Most importantly, our experiential trainings are completely out of this world. Nobody can do it as good as you do, but we have to understand that AI is here to complement that particular stuff that we do. It is here to enhance. Like I was telling you, there's a guy I follow, and yesterday I was on his weekly mastermind session, and he said to me that he has sent, and Cobus and Wana, please, I want you to put this in context. He has sent 450,000 emails in 8 weeks, and he has made $12 million in 8 weeks. I just want you to think through that. 45,000 emails in 8 weeks.
Sure.
Just think, when you just try to put what, how, with our CRMs here, we, sending 1,000, there's all these things going on. Oh, they're going to block you. All this, that. This guy yesterday, and he showed us evidence. It's like, guys, look, I did it. And 90% of the work was AI. Now, he has a team of three people. How are we going to compete with this guy if we don't adapt AI? How the hell are we going to? It's impossible. So when I was talking to you and when I was thinking through our session today, I said, we got to talk about this and say, okay, number one, what should people be thinking about when it comes to AI? How should we help them evaluate their opportunities within AI? How should we help them to think about where to start with AI? How should we help them to get quick wins with AI? Okay, the statistics right now show that almost 70% of the big companies that are spending more than $1 million on AI are not getting a return on investment in the first 6 months. 60% of those companies are actually failing at it. because they're not doing it right, because they're not asking the right questions, most importantly, because they're rushing into it without understanding, hey, what is the opportunity for me if I am a restaurant, if I am let us say one, if I am a commercial building, if I am a consultant, if I am a coach, if I am just a leader of a big organization, what is the opportunity that AI brings? And let us remember this. It is not the AI, it is the team that embraces AI and how AI can support them that is going to ultimately win. So, my question to you first is, when you have spoken to people out there, or when people are talking about AI and what it is doing, apart from Chat GPT, what else are people talking about?
So let me give over to Werner. I think it would be nice to hear Werner's input, and then I will give my input.
So I think except for ChatGPT, Coach, for I take for myself and my sons. They're running a thing called crypto trust based on AI. So it's an AI trader in the crypto industry. So you cannot avoid this thing. You have to adapt, like you said, and move forward with AI. Personally, I use Manus as AI.
Okay.
I run all my things, and the learning curve. I don't know, Cobus, I'm 46. Coming from an era where cell phones was only introduced, and we adapted. Okay, more time, more efficiency. Like you said, the amount of emails, it's incredible. If I take how many time I spend to create things versus how fast AI can do it, it's just, you have to.
Yeah, I think, look, it's transformed the way we do things. I have a client as well that does the same, Werner and Coach Phil, with crypto and the markets, analyzing things. I was in a talk the other day about AI, and one thing they said, the real secret is not just us like using tools like ChatGPT and stuff like that, is the integration of AI into the hardware, into drones, into, I saw a video they showed of how AI is training drones, and the drone can then fly by itself. You have a conversation. You don't even have to type in or use a joystick. You just tell it, go to room XYZ, and it flies by itself. I think that was definitely something for me to realize the power of it if you put it into technology. So the other technology is analyzing people in shopping centers. You have a camera and analyzing people, where they watch, where they look. They had a show in a store called The Skin. People would walk in, there's a camera mounted by the product. It will pick up the person walking past. Do they look? How long do they look? Are they? Do they have kids with them? Are they fit or unhealthy? And also, when it picks this up, there's a TV, and it will play an ad towards that person, what type of person that is. So it's incorporating the AI with a tool to speak to people, because the person, if he's fit and he's healthy, there's a video playing of someone in the gym using the product and being happy with the product. And it's amazing that it's not, AI is so much more than a ChatGPT and some of these other tools that we use. And I think sometimes this is where businesses need to realize and understand is, yes, we need our people to use AI, because it's like you said, Werner, it's in my life as well. The times I've saved and how fast I get things done is so much better. But it now allows me to do much more, so I put much more on my fork. Then secondly is, how do we integrate tech into our hardware fast enough, into counting stock, and how it will impact the bottom line end of the day. And then that affects the mental health of the people, because they were like, so what am I then have to do in the business? So yeah, Coach Phil, I think that's our feedback.
Okay. So obviously, and what you just said is fantastic, because when people see that, usually the first step, or the first people that we help out, business owners who are in between their $100 and $250 million range, They first see that and they think either it is too far away, or they go and get this big guy called Mackenzie or whatever, who is going to come in and of $300,000 just for the first part of evaluation. And we are saying, no, 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 no. There is a system and a process that you can go through, which I want to share with you guys, so that as I go through it, the one that we are going to be using with you, with Cobus and the rapid influence system, it has been refined so that it is easy for people who want AI to go about it. And I want to share the first part of our blueprint, which is evaluate the AI opportunity. So ask yourself a question. Number one, what is the impact I'm looking for? And the question there would be, does this solve a high value business problem? Now, what is a high value business problem? Number one, does it solve revenue? Does it solve cost? Does it increase speed, or does it bring compliance? Those four are big time things when it comes to the AI, when you're evaluating what kind of AI you want. Because if you don't get that first part sorted out in your mind, okay, I need AI, but for what exactly? Oh, I need to improve revenue. I need to take down my cost. I need to improve speed and or compliance. If you can, it's easy to go to the second stage. And this is where we're going to struggle a little bit with some parts of the world, especially in the beautiful continent. AI works off data. And that is where the data centers, if you guys look at what is going on, China is investing in data centers at a speed that is unbelievable. And the Americans are struggling right now to catch up, because data center and energy is the next frontier. That's why NVIDIA is fighting to get into Africa, to do whatever, because they know that if they can get a hold into Africa in terms of energy production as well as data, then they're going to be kings. Why? Because the second part of evaluation of opportunities is the data accessible and process well defined? Now, what we do, Cobus, and what we want to share with the guys out there, if you're intending to get AI into your business, is ask yourself, do I have the data that I need to be able to get AI to work? Big data, AI is useless. Now, if there's data, is it accessible? Is it well processed? Because if it is not, AI is not going to be able to work for you. So right now, everybody should be thinking, okay, what kind of data do I need? Is it accessible? Is it clean? And if it is not, that is where you got to start. You can't go and get a big company, KPW or whatever, to come and start giving you a bill of 100K if you haven't even thought about what data you have. And then the final part the first part is, will people trust and use the output? Why? You guys just know we are in the same age group. You guys know that, man, some of these things you're thinking, you got an old guy who's been working on a machine for a long time. He's comfortable. We need you to train this machine to do your job. They're not going to be very receptive. They're going to think, what thing is going to do better than me? So there's two things. Number one, there's going to be resistance. Number two, they will not trust the output, because we are just designed like that. Naturally, we're going to be thinking, oh, I'm not sure about this thing. Now, as a team here, we're saying, hey, we will come and help you evaluate the AI opportunity. We will put the first impact lens and ask you the three questions. One, does it solve a high business problem? Two, is the data accessible? Three, will people trust it? That is the first part of the evaluation. What do you guys think?
Banner?
No, definitely. Like you said, Coach Paul, it's about, to me, it's about cost implication. And we worked with the company, just as a little bit of a backstory.
Juana, are you on? Do you have hands free or something? And I don't get as well. I don't know, Cobus, can you hear well? Is it clear for you?
Yeah, I can hear him very well. Coach,
so it's my side, I think.
yeah, your signal comes and goes a little bit.
Okay. Apologies.
Yeah, no
I'll get
problem.
that sorted out.
Banner, you
I
can go.
just wasn't here.
Okay, so we worked with a mining house in Northern Cape about 2 years ago, and they're going autonomous on the big machines. So we built them a prototype of a system that completely runs that big trucks autonomous, running with AI. So what do they save in the bottom end, or eventually cost savings? That trucks cannot overload. Scheduled maintenance, monitoring parts, everything contributes towards bottom line. Profits, time, energy, people, resources.
You got it. You got it.
And it's if the guys that got involved were quite skeptical with the project, but as we progressed forward, the trust, there was a completely just, it was a mind shift, a complete pivot moment for them when they saw what the team was able to do.
Absolutely.
Mental health of the workforce increased dramatically because of stress in production.
Wonderful. Wonderful. The Viking.
You and me. So someone just okay, I just want to see what if anyone commented. Yeah, look, I think again, that's what everything about these ages is AI, is data, and it's Brandon now just talked about it, and you talked about it. Is the data is so important that you put in, and if you are specific in what you're putting in, you will get a certain result. And therefore is how fast can we adapt. Now there's something that they call reverse mentoring that is happening in the world, and what that means is in the past, this is the first generation that we are moving in, where in the past young people would be mentored by older people, but because of technology and AI happening so fast, the younger people will that's what they call reverse mentoring, will start mentoring the older people.
You got So, gentlemen, now after we've done the first part of evaluating the AI opportunities, and you guys have mentioned the two important things. Number one, the data, and then that ability for us guys to be reverse mentored, but also to build the trust. And a lot of people will struggle mentally when we come to talk about mental health, simply because they don't understand how it's going to be helpful. Instead, they default to, oh, it is going to take my job away. Oh, it is going to be stressful. No, it's actually going to make you producer, a better provider. It's going to take away all the mundane stuff that you could be doing, and it's going to help you to focus probably on some of the other things that you're good at. So the second part, which is actually aligned with what Warner said earlier, was okay, which are the best places to start thinking about AI, especially for those companies that are either one, they're still caught up in, we don't know where to start yet. We two, they have invested, but there's no return on investment because Cobus, we have promised that we will give you a return on investment in 90 days or less. Why? Because we have thought through this. We have thoroughly thought, how can we support our business owners to implement AI, and best places to start? Again, like I said, Warner, you mentioned it: productivity, competition, people and talent, culture and profit. Those are the things where you say, okay, if we can start anywhere on these 5 things, we will be able to get the quick wins, number one, and number two, get that proof of concept, so that the resistance from people in terms of stress, oh, is this going to help me? They can all of a sudden see, oh my God, this is actually helping me to be better. Are there going to be jobs lost? Without a doubt, going to be some jobs lost. Lose the jobs are people who are not embracing AI, who are not understanding how to use it, who are not understanding the what are they called? I forget the word, but the commands and stuff like that. And we're saying that, okay, out of these 5, this is what you should be thinking about. Number 1, if I am talking about productivity, how about automating processes, scheduling? I think one of you mentioned that scheduling and or customer queries. This guy who I told you about yesterday, he has automated all the emails. It will tell him, okay, this person clicked this email and they saw the video. So if they've seen the video, what do? Or you send them the next email, or you send them the page for thank you, would you like the next thing, or you send them a page of, okay, what questions do you have? All of that is automated. Why? He's looking at improving his productivity with just 4 people on the team, him and the other 3. If it comes to competition, do you have AI driven market research where actually going out and checking out, okay, who is doing what is the pricing optimization, especially with companies with fast moving goods? AI is big time giving people real time pricing information where people can know, okay, are we competing on price? Are we competitive or not? The third part when it comes to people is that recruitment, screening and training has been completely overwhelmed. I know somebody who has started at Amazon, right? They started the recruitment process, put in a CV, answered questions online, got a confirmation, got their welcome package in the post, were sent the hat, what is it called, PIP, the protective hat and the shoes, and they showed up for work and they haven't seen anybody. They haven't spoken to one human being. Just imagine how many people are out of a job. Why? Because Amazon is at the forefront. They said, we can automate all this. Why? AI can tell us if this person is right or not. Culture, which is the bedrock of what we do, Cobus. Sentiment analysis, employee surveys, AI-enabled communication, where AI is able to feel what is the sentiment in the company. Are my people happy? Are they producing? Are they high performance? Do I feel like there's certain people in certain computers who have a little bit of negative, and whatever it is, people have implemented that right now. And the CEO can sit and see sentiment in his team right now simply because AI is collecting all that information. And then finally, can you use it to demand forecasting and expense optimization? Why? You need to know about how much profit you're making. And if you can automate it, bingo. So with those 5 places to start, we can help a company to not only implement means immediately. Why? We have taken the big, oh my God, we got to get all the data. We can just pick one and say, okay, we're just going to optimize your productivity, or we are going to optimize your culture, so that they are quick wins and you build trust. When you build trust, people will then buy in. Then the resistance to change becomes much, much easier, because most of the companies that are failing is because there's resistance to the change. Resistance to the change of AI. So they don't provide the data, they self-sabotage, there's all these things going on. Therefore, the output of AI is not great because the people. So that is the second part. What do you guys think?
Banner?
No, definitely, it makes sense. Like I said, this is a steep learning curve for me, this whole AI generation and the transition into AI. I can see it in the workplace corporate structure, relieving a lot of tension in, let's say, HR departments, because it's a clean cut based on information or data sent in by the top management team. So there's it eliminates the whole frustration part and the inner conflict within structures. It's an amazing tool. Yeah.
The thing that I realize with all of these changes that's going to come is I saw a company the other day. They've created an AI, almost like a coach, an AI platform where people can have a conversation, psychologist, but it's AI for people to talk to and have to get mentoring and guidance. And it was interesting for me, Coach Phil, if I think about it, Banner is also a coach, how that will impact our coaching industry. Yes, it's AI, it's private, it's not going to be remembered. It gives you solid advice. It's not emotionally involved. You're not scared that it's going to be used against you. You can have a conversation and you get a conversation back. You can say anything you want to. You will get a good response. And quite the staff of this business is using AI, and that's how they're using AI as a soundboard, and I think that's going to impact coaches' the roles in businesses. But I think you talking about the changes that is happening in business. This is a great tool that can be utilized for staff to really process their mental health.
Damn straight. And this takes us straight into the beautiful part of all this about us as consultants, speakers, trainers, business owners. Within this program, we devised a way to give you quick wins within 90 days. And these are the 5 or 4. Well, I'll share 4 here, but there's a lot more. But the 4 are: number 1, quickly automate repeated scheduling, data entry. You could automate all that stuff so that AI is doing it, because number 1, it doesn't get tired. Number 2, it works while you're sleeping. Number 3, it will check everything to make sure that things are okay. And if not, it will give you a report at the end. Number 2, we can deploy AI co-pilots for sales, customer service, HR, and those are easy to get things going. Automative or repetitive tasks. Yes, deploy AI co-pilots for sales. Where they're creating the first conversations with for the sales, and then sending that person into the pool for the final phone call, which could be you. But even AI is making phone calls now and qualifying people for. Number 3, use AI analytics for dashboard and decision insights. Yeah, you have, for example, like Warner said, you might have 100 trucks. And because of AI analysis for dashboard and decision insights, you can just go in at the end of the day and say, okay, how much fuel did we use? Where are we using most fuel? What are we doing that we could do to optimize? AI will give you and optimize some of these things to save you money, time, and all those stresses. And then finally, implement AI content creation for marketing. You guys know that we are in the business of content marketing. You guys know that people only know about us because of content, because of putting out content that shows expertise of the subject. The reason that we do this is we're putting content out and looking to a stage will then be taken by AI and broken down into so many small pieces that can then be sent to the different social media outlets, so that we're putting information out to show guys, hey, we can help you with this. But we're not, it's not me and you sitting down and say, okay, now I got to get cup cut or cut cup or whatever that is, and then I got to chop this up, and then no, it is actually doing it for you. And those are the quick wins you can get into an organization. Because guys, think about it. If you go to a CEO right now and tell them, hey, I'm going to cut down on your email management and email response from the 2 hours you use, I'm going to cut it down to 10 minutes a day. Now, if they high performance and they treasure time, that will be gold for them. That is what we're promising, that we're going to give you quick wins within 90 days, simply by putting those initial bots in there to help people to the next level. And then finally, because of time, I think we'll just mention the 4th part here is the return on investment calculator. And this is, I think, what is going to make a difference for us, guys. The return on investment. Before I say that, did you guys see the article about Deloitte and Deloitte charging 400,000 to the Australian government or something? Did you guys see that article?
No,
Anybody?
that's interesting.
Oh, you didn't? Cobus, do I have ability to share?
Yeah.
No, actually, if I try to share it, it completely messes it up. But just Deloitte.
Okay, let me just check.
Cobus, just click Deloitte AI scandal. Put that in Google.
Okay, Deloitte AI scandal.
Okay, when you put it in Google, what do you get?
Okay, I'm gonna get it now. Deloitte was caught using AI $290,000 report, but he has also the firm provided a partial refund of the 440,000.
Okay.
Details of incidents, Sydney University research have discovered that they were using AI.
Okay. Now,
Yeah,
why is that important? That is important because there's, this one was captured, but there's so many that are not captured. There's so many of these things happening because people, without following what we've just mentioned here, evaluating best practices, quick wins, and stuff like that. But most importantly, not being able to hold the providers of the people who are attempting to help you with this, not holding them accountable in terms of what does that mean? Thus, we mean that our return on investment means that the savings you make plus the new revenue you make in terms of what it is helping you to do because it is faster, minus the costs, i.e., the cost that you pay us for helping you, times 100%. Now, we give you that because we know what we are not just putting AI and letting it go. No, we are actually still maintaining the personal touch. We are taking you to a room and doing a session with the leaders. We are taking you out and either inspiring you or killing your limiting beliefs and stuff like that. And most importantly, we give guarantee on this. Why? Because our return on investment calculation is not based on, pay us and just wait for a report. No. We want to show you, hey, we implemented this part here in your emails. It is saving you this amount, but also you're making this amount more. And if you take out how much you are paying us, you are definitely going to make a lot more money. That is going to be what differentiates, like all businesses. That is going to be what differentiates. Now, you imagine what this little scandal has made Deloitte a brand simply because they were caught out. Okay, why? Because again, as usual, send guys who are not, up there. And this is not me picking on Deloitte, but saying the reason we're going to be different, or the reason we are different, is we're doing it with the human interface of return on investment as a guarantee, not just pay us for the sake of it. So those are the 4 things. Number 1, evaluate opportunities. Number 2, best practices to start. Number 3, quick wins in less than 90 days. And of course, the return on investment calculator, which is simple. What we save you, how much more you make, times minus what you give, what it costs you to use our service, our guarantee, and there you go. So what do you guys think?
Cobus, you can have this one.
my friend, I think at the end of the day, it comes down to, you're right. It's the return of investment that we're going to get from it. And AI is still in the beginning. It's still making mistakes. It's still everything, and it's going to harm your brand. I think, there's someone watching here that has messaged me, and she always joke about, did you write it, Cobus, or was it AI? And that's
That's real.
And people, I think we're going to get to a world where people is not going to trust. Well, it's not about trusting, but when you send a message, you can now 99% almost say that it's going to be AI if someone responds and it looks very professional. So one, it is a positive, and the right language gets used. However, the challenge is that, how do you trust that? And the only way to trust it is by watching someone's video. Now, someone the other day said to me, "Yo, Cobus, when you WhatsApp and when I email you, you sound so amazing until you open your mouth and I realize you have the English you speak." And I think Vander will experience that as well, because he also has the Afrikaans and Boer accent like me. So.
Exactly. But the thing is, Cobus, I don't want to interrupt you there. For me, it's typing, especially in English. When you're typing a message or sending a WhatsApp or an email, you've got time to delete and polish it, rework it. This is raw, so this was quite a surprise for me. But the AI thing, I think trust needs to be gained on that, and a lot of people need to get around that mindset of this is not a threat, especially like you mentioned, Cobus, on the coaching scene. Is how can I use this tool to better my game, to scale up?
That's right.
Because it will never take away the human element, but it's got a massive impact on costs, time saving, the amount of things, especially for coaches moving into the scene right now at this moment. It's an amazing tool. Yeah. Like with my accent, we need to reach the US market, so we need to use it. So I haven't got a choice. I have to learn it.
The same. And we just have someone here commenting on Instagram says, AI isn't here to replace human creativity or jobs. It is here to redefine how we use our time and intelligence. The people who will thrive aren't the ones competing with it, but the ones collaborating.
Yeah.
You got it. Guess what? We are collaborating right now, aren't we? and that is the whole point. That is the whole point to make sure that that happens. So, and I think just to add to it, people are going to start getting their own patented AIs, and they're going to train them on their lifestyle and their thinking, and eventually you will have your own AI doing most of the repetitive things that you don't want to do, so that you can go back to living a good life, so that you can go back to spending time with your loved ones, so that you can go back and have the ability to go fishing and not worry about whether your emails are being answered or whether you're missing an appointment or anything like that. And I think the future is enhancement and improving our lives if we do embrace it from that point of view, instead of from a fear point is going to take the job. So no, the only people who are worried are people who are not willing to put in the work to be more expressive, share more of themselves with the world. Like you said, some people yeah, Cobus, when I first heard you on the phone, you sounded pretty good until I met you in South Africa. I was like, damn, this guy's accent is but yeah, it's interesting that you can train it to do all these things. But where are we starting? We're starting with, what does it do to improve my ability to serve the world better? What does it do to help me as a CEO to produce more, to produce better, to look after my clients better, to make more money for my people, to serve the community better? And that angle that we have adopted is designed simply because we're saying AI is not here to take your job. AI is here to enhance the quality of your life. And our job as an organization, with whatever it takes, and the Viking, is to say, we will come in and help you to do that, because we are pushing the fact that whatever has been designed to us to do better, we will help you to implement that. And there's something very important that I want to just share with you guys. We were late on the last two big revolutions. You know, the agriculture revolution, the industrial revolution were a little bit late. I think it would be sad if we're late on the AI revolution as well. So we have to play at the forefront right now of saying, okay, how do we embrace it? How do we implement it? How do we move faster in adapting it so that we can contribute positively to the world? Because that is why we're in business. We're in business to make this world a better place for the clients that we serve. What do you guys think?
Look, I think, Coach Phil, is that with all of this happening, is one needs to realize is that in leadership in business cannot do it themselves. That's where there's guys like Vanner, that's a coach, us that is coaches and consultants, is that we bring out the fluff. And that's what I believe, in our sense, makes us different from the McKenzies and coaches out there. We specialize in transformation and change, especially in culture, where AI is just one tool to be benefiting a person and a company. And I think that we need to just identify our uniqueness in this, is that we come in, yes, we use AI. Let's be honest. Everyone is using AI. However, nobody can beat our experience and expertise.
Yeah.
You know, Vanner says he's been 46 years. He's been a farmer. He brings a lot of stories and successes and experience to his clients. And Coach Phil, and I believe that's what makes us different, right? I had a coaching session the other day, and the guy said is AI can't give it to him, because what we do is we give real life results, not potential of what AI can say, but what we see. And I think, Coach Phil, that's what differentiate us from others, right? We come into a business, we analyze the culture, we're using tools. However, AI does not have intuition, Coach
You
Phil.
got it. You got
Me
it.
and you, for example, and I know Banner as well, we come in and we see the bigger picture. We are connected also to spirit. We believe in a higher power. But when we come in, it's not just the AI tools that we bring. We bring a holistic approach. And AI is just one thing. And you talked about return of investment. This is the return. We're not the Deloitte that's going to give back $290,000 because of a mistake. Yes, we will use the same knowledge and reporting of what AI will give. However, we will bring our experience, our intuition, our foresight in that to even unpack it further to have a better results that will make us unique from anyone else in the market.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
I
Juana, what do you have to say?
I had this conversation today, actually, Cobus, about bringing the warmth and the depth and the experience of being human into a conversation, and a perspective based on experiences that we gained over X amount of years. And with brainstorming, even with my clients, I learned so much from them just by seeing their perspective on a situation, even though they cannot see it. And AI won't give us, but we need to adapt with it. We need to keep up. Companies that I work with, massive savings in cash flow by pre-ordering systems that's in place. So why not use it?
Maybe Cobus, if who are wondering what are these guys rambling about, and or how can they help me? All they got to do is introduce the Rapid Influence System AI strategy blueprint that I just shared, and it's about helping you implement it strategically, step by step, with quick wins and a return on investment, much quicker, much faster, so that you can begin to enjoy the benefits of AI, but also be modern enough to remain competitive, because there are companies that are spending millions of dollars right now because they know what the ability is, and we cannot let our clients be left behind simply because we haven't taken time to embrace it. So we're embracing it. We're adding it as part of our coaching package, so that we can keep our clients at the forefront of not just making a difference, but making money as well, and living the life, and having that ability to say, hey, I embraced it. It helped me be a better leader. It helped me serve my people better. And I'll continue to use it until I get to that stage where I've maxed it out. So if anybody out there is watching, guess what? Get in touch. The Rapid Influence System, by the way, as usual, the first conversation is pro bono. We don't charge you for it. We just give you the blueprint. We say, this is what you can go look at. And when you get to a stage where you need expertise, we have a group of young guys. We got a group of guys, part of the team, who will then come in and be able to get the data, be able to put the system in place, so that you can begin to not just run your company better, but enjoy the benefits of AI, regardless of what stage you're at. So yeah, I just want to encourage people that that's the deal, for the reason why we're sharing this stuff with them.
Yeah, thanks, Coach Phil, and thank you for that invite. I just want to give last word to Banner, and then I will close off. Banner, thank you for jumping on, and it's nice to see you.
Much appreciated, man.
call again. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see another man with a beard. I think it's time for Coach Phil to grow his beard in November.
Man, I tried. Cobus, I tried, and I realized that my skin color prevents the beard from growing as well as yours is doing. I don't know. I need to start eating a lot more braai or something. I don't know what you guys eat or something, but I'll try again. I'll try again in the deep winter. So maybe in January I might have one or something.
Okay, well, it's at least a challenge to you. Vanner, just one from my side, thank you for jumping on. And
Thank you,
it was really
Vanna.
nice.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you for the invite, Cobus. Nice meeting you guys again.
Any last wisdom words from you, Vanner?
No, Cobus, no, I think my English is run out for this evening. I just came from another session just now, so I'm finished. Thank you so much, Coach Phil and Cobus. Thanks for the invite. I really appreciate it.
Yes, it's nice to have someone.
One is the main thing. Next one is the men's thing.
Yes.
We got to talk about the men. Let us follow through on that one.
Yes. Okay,
Looking
so
forward.
Vanner, let's talk about either next week or the week after. Let's talk about what's happening with men, and then I'm going to ask you, Vanner, to lead that for us so that we can have a conversation with you about men. So let's
good.
chat offline. Coach Phil, again, people love your energy and love how you show up. Thank you again for bringing your wisdom and your energy. I think at the end of the day, it's consistency. We're doing this. Even if I always say, even if one person is watching out of the whole night, it's that one person. It doesn't matter because we're showing up. And I think that's what most people need to realize out there, that quick results. And that's why when we come in business, we don't work with you on a once-off basis. There's a minimum of 12 months. And the reason for that is that's the only way we can guarantee results, because it's consistency. It's showing up when it's hard. It's showing up when you're tired and you want to sleep and you have to put up a hat to be on a call, so that you don't have excuses and not blame AI and blame people and your culture and the economy, but it's really taking charge with the right consultant, with the right assessments and measurements. And I think that's what is important. And for people to realize is, if you want to work with us, we only work with people that wants to take action and wants results. And that's why we have the rapid influence system. And, and that's what we want to do. Let's get the results. From my side, I think one thing is, and then I will give any last thoughts if you want to say anything, Coach Phil, is I think, we come together in a night like this, and we sit around a virtual fire and we speak our truth. We share our sparks that lives in us with others, and we want to ignite the flame in all of you. But remember, for more warriors to rise, we need you to follow, we need you to like, we need you to share, so that we can grow this, so that we can have more viewers as we go on. And it's important, stand tall, live hard, and remember to do whatever it takes and be unbreakable until the next battle. Coach Phil, last words, and then we can call it a night.
Hey, we have been given the honor and opportunity to serve you, and we will never stop doing that. We love you, we appreciate you, and may the fire continue to burn. Before I go, Bay Donkey Jewel, my angle is okay. Can you please tell me what that means?
So that's Nadine from last night. I did connect with Nadine. I will find out. I will speak to her tomorrow and just find out when she's available for us to do a live stream. She's it's funny. She's Afrikaans as well. I thought she's English. So he says, "Thank you very much, you guys. My English is also ran out of airtime." It's a South African thing, by the way.
That's a good way to close it. That's a good way to close it.
Yeah. Until our English are recharged, have a wonderful night. Have an awesome day in the States. Wherever you are, let the fire burn hard. Do whatever it takes. Show up and create that consistency. This is Cobus Visser the Viking. This is Coach Phil Kambe and Vanner Rood. Until next time, have a beautiful night.
Peace.